give me Jay-Z and his little gang that he got going in Universal Music Group, they will not give me my money. I want to tell y'all why. Back in '69, remember I told you guys that Keefe D had something to do with my brother's death. He also had something to do with my mother's death. Keefe D, Robin Fenty's father, who is my uncle, uh, they were knocking people off. Someone even told us, he, I didn't even know him as the names, Robin Fenty's father, like he goes around with all these names. Somebody said he seems like a serial K. And they used the name Alexis. He would stay in my father's house, and I followed him outside one day. He didn't know I followed him out. He'd go outside and meet these creepy people that I already knew. Why are you even dealing with them? You're not even from LA, but yet and still you're dealing with people that we know are up to no good, okay? Everybody knew these people since the 60s that they were up to no good. Obviously, he done had other kids with him, Cassie, the other dude that Cassie using some fake name anyway. But she using somebody's name trying to make it seem like she part of our family. That girl, I don't know, that girl is nothing to me. Nothing to me. All I know is that her and her brother that was running around snatching 20-year-olds and assaulting us as 20-year-olds. Because I call myself, he came in my house one day and I thought he was a guy I was talking to. And I put two and two together. Who is this guy? No, this guy is not. They were kin to Robin Fenty them. They kin to them. So he was all in my house. He looks like he's a Caucasian, but he not Caucasian. Do you know that this dude? Somebody told me, they said, yeah, Alexis. He act like he SK, a serial K. I kid you not. They said that, and I was like, really? He wasn't exactly talking to me, but he was saying it loud enough for me to know that to be careful of him. And I'm gonna tell you, Jay-Z, he decided to put all these women. He put Beyonce, he put Robin Fenty, Rihanna. He put who was the other person he put that took my songs? Beside, not Mariah. Beyonce, Robin Fenty, and he didn't put the woman Cassie on there, his grandmother, because she is too old. She could have had over 18 songs and couldn't know one person take my entire file from me. They couldn't take the entire file. So what I did was I made so many songs that and so many different genres that they could not just take my songs and give it to one person. They had to turn and put R&B songs like Me, Myself, and I, Crazy in Love, Once in a Life, that they had to get that to Beyonce. Be Better Have My Money, Take a Bow, um, Love on the Brain. They had to get that to Robin because my songs had so many genres. The only way that they would be able to understand my songs is if I had uh if they had my name on there. And so when they took me, they completely split me into parts because could no one person take over my complete identity, which I don't know why they thought that one person could take over my identity and I still be here. Like they tried to do Hi There. They completely tried to completely take over had these young girls take over my identity, and they way younger than I am. They like 7, 8 years younger than me. My children are like 6 years younger than them. Okay. So no, no, no. Seven, if they 7 years older younger than me, then my children would be 13 years younger than them. 13 years younger than them. Yeah, my kids would be 13 years younger than them. And all my daughters. So when I wrote the songs, Jay-Z took all my songs because his father is Keefe D, you know. Robin Fenty's father is, they called him Alexis. They said he was a serial K. And I'm like, really? I knew who they was talking about, but he wasn't there. He said, yeah, he act like it. Every time he come around, something happened. That's what they said. I kid you, I would not lie. That's what they said. I said, what? Every time some, you see what just happened to ASAP Rocky. And so what happened was he ended up entwining with Keefe D them and with Jay-Z them. Because he was in Compton too, he came by our house talking about somebody was after him when in reality he was the one after everybody. He was one of the people that was after everybody. All of a sudden, my mother, her brother, her cousin, all of them that was in LA doing something with themselves in the military, they end up coming up, you know, DED'd. But he the only one prospered. His daughter's 7 years younger than me. She prospered. Come on now. And she using my music. Let me tell you why. Why would you have your daughter with Jay-Z, who is Keefe D, and he had something to do with my brother's 187. He had something to do with my mother's 187. Keefe D. He was there. I seen him in the house. Why would Alexis, Robin Fenty father, put her under his care? Because he in on it. That put him in on it. When he put that girl with Jay-Z and he had took all my music, by the time I was 24, I wanted to kill myself. I was just at the point like, no, it don't even make sense. Because at that time, Robin was still a child. Beyonce was still a child. I seen Beyonce come into Compton while was we recording? No, I think I was over my sister's house. I don't think this was way after we recorded. She walked in Compton, and I'm thinking, now I know this girl do not live in Compton. What is she doing in Compton? How are you able to walk through Compton and you're not even from here? First of all, my sister and them lived there. They lived there up until they passed. One of them. And my brother, he stayed in Compton too. So you tell right around Keefe D them. So you tell me why. And Keefe D them was supposed to be the same ages as my brothers and sisters. They took all of my recordings and they got a gay man in Universal and Geffen Records to help them. Jay-Z propositioned a gay man in Geffen Records to help them. He had this girl come in when I went to go check my songs. He knew I knew who he was because I did like Crazy in Love, Me, Myself, and I, Once in a Lifetime, Umbrella, all that with him. When I walked in there, he was at the desk. He goes, I got an emergency. I have an emergency. You're gonna have to come back. Now, how I gotta come back? You done did 4 songs with me. But you ain't got nothing. You can't give me nothing when I walk out the door. He took my entire file because he knew that his father was going to one day have to stand trial for some of the stuff he did. See, his father Keefe D did so much stuff that he could not. He took my complete music just so you guys would not understand or would not what do you call it, catch on. So would nobody catch on? Oh, that's my father. He got Keefe D in the news. Ain't nobody else got Keefe D in the news but him. He the one putting all this money on Keefe D. He got my whole entire songs. And even when I put my name on a song, he can take my name off. He is that powerful. He had me at 24 years old. I'm working a day job. I told you I worked 2 jobs with Tupac. One when he was 16 and I was 20, and the other one when I was 24 and he was 20. And from what I understand, he did a movie and he had not gotten any money. I did a movie. I did Columbiana when I was 9, I did the little girl part when I was 9 years old. They ain't put my name on there. They have not put my name on there. They put somebody else's name on there. He has completely taken over. And it's all because he's letting gays come in there. They letting gay people come in there, and that's how Diddy got in there. He got all that stuff with all them gay people. He put gay people in there to slick the people that's in Geffen Records and Universal out. He put them in there specifically for that. They won't even talk to me. They're like I'm poison or something. Yep, I wanted to let you guys know that he got them people so poisoned against me. I'm talking about you guys. I have never did nothing to that man. I don't know. I've never been disrespectful to him. Never said anything to any of them. But because I wouldn't hang around them, which I don't need you. Why would I need somebody to hang? Why would I need to hang around Jay-Z and Diddy when they ain't even got no good music? They can't play no keyboard. That's the only thing I need with my music is keyboard. I don't need no lyrics. I don't need you to give me no lyrics. I turned around and gave them lyrics. He turned around and went straight from Compton to the Universal Music Group. Geffen Records was sitting in the CEO's chair. So tell me he was in some gay stuff. Yeah. And that really threw me off. I'm like 24 years old. He got my entire catalog. Beyonce haven't even started singing yet. He's just holding on to all of my work. Tell me how crazy that is. He is that bad. And they turn around and they act like, oh, he's not doing nothing bad. Yeah, he is. He just as bad as Diddy. He just as bad as Diddy. One time, I'm gonna tell you guys about this. He been knowing Diddy a long time. They might even be relatives, but let me tell you this. He I'm in my cousin's house, and I must be about 12, uh, 13 or something. I gotta be about 13, 12 or 13. And I walked, come on, y'all, subscribe. I'm gonna tell y'all about this food because this food has took so much money from me. Um, so I'm in my cousin's room, and I um I hear somebody talking. I hear a guy talking. And I didn't heard the guy before, but I haven't heard him like, where he's talking to me. He was like, Diddy. It was Diddy. He got his own way of words. You could always tell his voice when you hear him. Once you hear him, you'll know it's him. You know. So what I did was I'm sitting on the bed. My back is to this dresser and to the door. And while I'm sitting there, I hear a man talking. And I'm like, who is that? I didn't say it, but I turned around. Why it is a camera. Cause I seen how the kind of the what you call it flipped. It flipped closed and it flipped open. You know how it goes, and then it go like this. It goes, and it like rolled over. It like rolled over like an eyeball. Like if you did an eyeball, it rolled like that. So what I did was, I looked at it, but I didn't say nothing. And then I heard uh Jay-Z walk in the house with him. And he was talking and Diddy go, shh. He had a camera in my cousin who was about 16 at the time. He had a camera in her room. And I was like, I heard it, and my father's it was a pilot, so they couldn't do nothing that I wasn't gonna find. Put it like that. They was gonna do something. They didn't know I was in there because I was so quiet. I was completely quiet. I saw and I heard both of them on camera on a video recording. Come in. I mean, we're in on that. I heard Diddy go shh to Sean Carter. I was like, oh my God. So I didn't let them know that I knew. I had already seen it. I walked out the room. I went and told them. I said, you guys, it's something in your room. There's some guys. That guy that be over here talking to you, talking on your video. He's talking, and there's another guy with him. I had a feeling it was Jay-Z because I had recorded Umbrella with Jay-Z in Carson, California, when I was 14. Okay. And he went, somehow he got in Geffen, because his part on Umbrella was only like $4 and something. And Geffen released it in the UK, and it ended up making good money. Why he go in there and take it and put his file on my file? So now my file from 77 is got $4 on there. I already knew it was his file. Okay, let me finish. I go down there and tell my cousins. I say, oh my God, it in her room, it's this and that and this and that. I'm telling them. I'm like, be quiet, you guys, because they don't know. I know that they have this recorder in there. Diddy had it in there, but Jay-Z, I don't know if he knew or not. Why I go, we come back up. I'm telling them, be quiet, be quiet. We go over there, and I don't know if we were talking, pretending like we didn't hear anything or whatever. But I ended up, I don't think they said anything else. Why this man come in? He comes over. He comes over to my cousin's house. I think he thought maybe the thing had knocked off or something. You know, whatever it was. I didn't get to see it. But I think he thought maybe it had knocked off, like fell off the curtain or whatever it was on. And I'm looking out the window trying to see what is that thing. So he goes, he comes over. My cousin is outside talking to him, and he's acting like he don't know what she's talking about. He acting real worried and upset, like he worried or upset. I said, oh my God. I looked out the window downstairs and seen that they were talking. I said, oh my God, I hope she didn't tell him that I heard that camera in her room. Why this man come back a week later? A week later, I'm laying down, sleep in the room. Come in, walk into the room, check that camera. Check for that camera piece and walk over and attack me. And I'm 14, 13 or 14. Yes, he did. I kid you not. I didn't know that guy if he had any kind of disease. I was not what you call it, active. I was a kid. I was like 13. He came over, attacked me, and just left. And I told my family, I was like, this man, he attacked me. I don't know him. I don't know who he is. I'm telling them I don't know who he is, but he looked for that camera that I heard talking. He looked for it. And before he came over to the bed, because I could see him under my peripheral, even though my eyes was closed, he went right to that window first. I don't know if he was looking and trying to listen, if anybody was coming, or I don't know. But I assumed he thought that he had that the camera had failed, so he wasn't gonna be caught. Yeah, he attacked me. He attack me in my cousin's house. I tell you, when he walked right into the house and attacked me, and I'm 13, 14, something like that. Then all of a sudden, I meet Sean Carter. He comes to the house, and now mind you, and I done already heard both of them was together, but I don't know for a fact that that was actually his voice. I never seen them together, so I had to make sure that that it was him. Fast forward, I did never seen them together. I did Umbrella with my song Umbrella that I wrote and recorded off the top of my head, because that's what we did. That's how we rapped. We rapped and singing and stuff like that off the top of our heads, because we did not have studios and money for studios and things like that. So whatever song came to our head, we had to be ready. Why I never seen them together. So I'm like, who was that with Sean Combs? Who was it? And we called him Sylvester. I'm like, who was it? He ended up, what happened? How did I end up in Compton? Oh yeah, I know this dog. I ended up going to Compton at 18, just walking through, see what I hear, to see what I see and stuff like that, right? And you guys, why when I'm walking down the street, I see Sean Puffy Combs walking and Sean Carter walking behind him. Just like that. And I mean, they jovial. They jovial. Walking behind, one walking behind the other. They jovial as can be. Damn, these dogs. So I'm like, well. They pulled a quick one on me. They knew each other all along. When Sean Carter came over there, he came over there to record, to meet me, because he heard I was making records and all this stuff. He had already knew about Sean Combs. He had already knew that I had caught them on video, that Sean Combs had attacked me. He already had knew all that, right? Sorry, I had to get my dog stuff up. So, he already knew that Sean Combs had attacked me. He had already knew. They walking back in Compton. They wasn't even scared. They were shocked to see me, but they didn't care, because they had each other. When I tell you these two like to drove me, you know what? I feel sorry for any child that has to grow up in a home with that man. Well, either one of them, something is wrong with them men. Something is wrong with them. Anytime you have to grow up in a house with two men that are always trying to act like they some kind of they like they always getting ready to commit a crime. That's just what they act like. So after that happened, I was like, oh my God. If Diddy wants to do smacks with you, you better believe Sean Carter wants to do it too. They that close. If they had one woman, the other one want her. And it went on and on. They secret was out after I got caught. So the only thing that they could do was try to get me to stop being stop my music from coming out. Stop me from being on any kind of level, on their level. Put it like that. They wanted to stop me from being on their level, so that's how they did it. They used my music and just split me in all kind of categories. And of course, like they said, most of them got serial K's as fathers, uncles, friends. You know Sean Combs did. You know Sean Carter do too. His father. He offing everybody. He tried to off my father. He tried to off my father, who is a military vet. He tried to off my father. And I was only 14. Same time that they were acting like my friends and all this stuff. You know, acting like they friends with my cousins, put it like that. Where's my mop? Yeah. They really act like they was our friends, y'all. They was not our friends. I seen his woman, Beyonce. I seen her walk in Compton. I'm like, now I know she not from Compton, but you know what? For some reason, she didn't have nothing to worry about. You know why? Because who you think her family is? Who you think her family is? Same thing. Ain't no way I would go see no man. There's no way that I would go see a man in Compton, especially walking. So they tell me what kind of person she was right then. I wanted to tell you guys that. I dated that nasty looking, funny looking thing. I actually did. I fell right into it. Because I was like, you know what? I know they up to something. I'm just going to play right along with them. So I'm 14. They coming to see me. I'm scared of Diddy. I'm scared of Diddy, though. Diddy, ooh, he's crazy because he already attacked me. I'm scared of him. I sit up there and ask, so I'm pretending like I'm nice to Sean Carter. Even I don't like him either, though, because I know they both together because of the tape I heard. So I just play it off mildly. Next thing I know, Diddy is once Sean Carter come over, Diddy is at the corner of my house, of my daddy's house, apartments, that we moved from a house to apartments. And my dad ends up getting shot over that way. Who wants to shoot my father? Nobody. My father's too kind-hearted. He done took care of I don't know how many serial K's kids. He done took care of them. I'm talking about until they were 18. These guys never even took care of their own kids. My father, with their mother, took care of, footed the bill for every last one of them. Nobody wants to hurt my father. Now, you tell me, why they come after him then? Why they come after him? Oh, yeah. I'm telling y'all. They some trifling people. They got all my songs. I agreed that they can use my songs. And I knew what they was getting ready to do. They were just trying to start something to make some money off of them because none of them had any talent. They go for Beyonce, Robin Fenty, none of them. They didn't come from a good background. Put it like that. Their background wasn't good. You know. Their background wasn't good. They were always begging. Their family always had to beg. But you know what? Now she got all my music. She won't even look at me. That's the kind of people they are. My father had a house for them. Gave them a house. Right next to ours. 6 months later, my father moves. They move first. My father decides to move, leave the lady that he's living with her kids. He still takes care of them. Because 3 months after he left, she moves back in with us. The woman that who my daddy took care of all her kids, right? She ends up moving back in with us. in the apartment. She moved from the house to the apartment. I kid you not, you guys. They took all of my songs. Took all my songs. And had me about to. I mean, I was so twisted. Like, what I do wrong? Cause my daddy wasn't a serial K. That's why they did that. They turned on me. Had he been one and just start offing anybody like Keefe D was doing, like Alexis was doing, just anybody, they would have gave me whatever I wanted. Yeah. I wanted to let y'all know that. And right now they got over $55,000 of mine, and they will not give me my money. And that's some gay over that's doing that, holding on to that in Geffen Records. They holding on to it. Where is my candy? I want some candy. Yeah, so I wanted to tell you guys that. I had to tell y'all that. Yeah, all them people, they got serial K's as daddies. They offering people for people music. You see, she walking around with my music like she the best thing that happened since sliced bread, honey. And ain't wrote nothing. Beyonce the same way. I wouldn't put I wouldn't put 2 cents back past her that she ain't in on something. They trifling, I'm telling you. They trifling. That man been holding on to my god doggone songs and all of my music that I recorded since I was 14, 18. I seen he was in the CEO's desk at the CEO's desk when I was 20. But he was walking around Compton. It was a gay security guard there at the time. So that's how Jay-Z got in. Oh yeah, they'll trip, honey. They'll trip. Ain't none of them worked a decent job. Never. Not one of them ever flipped a burger. They thought they was too good. None of them. Yep. So that's all I wanted to tell you guys. Yeah. They sitting up there acting like everything is so cute. Nah, baby. I'm telling you. Everything ain't what you think it is. Them men that did a lot of dirt to get where they at. And they got me walking around like I'm just nothing. I'll go to the store and get me something to snack on. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, you guys. Hey, Busy Bone, what about him? Dude, I don't even smoke. Why would you ask something like that? I don't smoke at all. Are you out of your freaking mind? Do I look like I really actually smoke something? Are you serious? Boy, you need to get a life. You need to get a life. You talking to the wrong person, baby. I was making money on my own since I was a teen. Boy, bye. Get out my face before you get blocked. Yeah, so, yeah, I wanted to let you guys in on that. Oh, they a trip, man. Stole all my money. And they still trying to steal the money that I got in my file now. They stealing it. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I had a whole bag of candy. I don't know what happened to it. All right. Talk to y'all later. Don't forget to subscribe.